Hey, it's Mark from Dynamite Stocks and Stock Pursuit. I'm just gonna do a really quick video today because I'm still kind of under the weather. I got sick again. Like I might have got the flu or something at Thanksgiving, or might have been a relapse of what I had before. But I'm just gonna try to keep it short here. So a lot of the stuff I've been looking at is doing pretty well, and some of the trades I've been in, like Hood, the um the Hood that that level was the level I was looking at that I outlined in the video. I guess it was my last video I did. Um, it's a few trading days ago, like last week, and it's been in this trading range for a really long time. Like you can see, this goes back to summer of 2020 2022. No, excuse me, and so it found support at that major support level in the bottom of that trading range there. And I ended up because I know I was talking, I was thinking about it, but I ended up buying some $10 strike calls around here once it looked like it was gonna hold. Like it caught support, like a double bottom right there, and then there, and so once it held, looks like it was gonna hold that trend line. I bought some $10 calls. I bought them like way out too, like January. I think they're at least January. Sometimes I forget all these because I got a lot of contracts on, but I'm just looking it up here. But I'm pretty sure it's January. I guess this really doesn't matter, but what the exact date was, but it was yeah, January. And those are almost already about to hit the strike because Hood was up after hours to almost like $10. It was like 9.95 when I checked it. Yeah, I think it was already up. So I'm already basically, I'm almost gonna hit this strike on those. Like, so would have been nice if I bought some more. Like, I was just kind of expecting this to be like take a month maybe or two to pan out. But it does like to trade in that range, so I wouldn't be surprised if we hit like 11. Could be on this move, but kind of looking at this, it's kind of been a downtrend really since summertime. So yeah, that's what I was thinking it was gonna take longer, but because you see this, it's just been downtrending for a while, but looks like it may have broke. Like if you do a downtrend line here, it's kind of trying to break that downtrend, and yeah, I'm already up like crazy amount on these. Uh, I'm up like 300%, 370%. Uh, the premium was only like $11 a contract when I bought them, so it's like 52 now. Excuse me. So yeah, that's crazy. Like I'm pretty good at finding. Well, I'm really good at finding these um these setups, these options where they just get these huge gains. Like usually they're like weeklies, but these are monthlies. So one of the things I noticed was the shippers are back, and I totally missed that because I just haven't been looking at stuff. But the like my favorite shippers, I just happened to check the shipper stocks, and the SBLK, it's like already breaking out, and it's got basically had that range will base there, and then just once it held that level there, it just took off. like right here. I guess that was earnings, kind of helped a lot there, and it's a tremendous volume today. Well, this past few days, and one of my other favorite ones is the GLGL, and the GLGL kind of the same thing, off our earnings, and had that little trading range that it broke out of again. There's the range. So I'm not sure if it's gonna follow through. Like there's a lot of resistance up here, and probably the same with SBLK. But that's just one of the things I've been keeping an eye on. That it's good to keep an eye on shippers. And the GLBS was crazy too. This GLBS, it broke out above the highs again from a couple months ago. It's like crazy candles too. Like these looks like in that day there was the biggest day, bigger than those days it had back here too. Looks like, maybe not percentage wise because the price was lower then, but it looks, man, it's just like crazy strength here. And oil still looks really weak. Like I mean, it doesn't look like it's gonna get any momentum now. Excuse me. And it looks like it's gonna keep breaking down really. And the other thing I traded pretty recently was this JMIA. It's just like an old Momo stock, and it based out there. I can't remember if I talked about this in the last video, but basically I found out because somebody, like a fundamental investor, was talking about how they're turning it around. You know, they might be turnaround going, and so you know that's kind of good. But then I combined it with the technicals, and there was a good setup there. So I bought calls, like I guess it was around like a couple weeks, like a week ago, and those were up like 300% too. But I wasn't watching it today because it looks like, I thought it was probably gonna do like a bull flag there, and then I got the weeklies, so I got the $4 strikes, so that's not looking so good on today's print, but it was like crazy undersized positions, so I'm not really worried about it. And then this BBD, it's like a Brazilian stock, and I was kind of watching it to see what develops here. It's like it's got this like trend, it's got some trend support, but looks like it's gonna crack there. So I might do puts on that one. Like a lot of the international markets have been up, like the DAX is up, Germany, and we can look at Brazil too. So yeah, see, Brazil came all the way back, just came back to highs, but looks like it's not doing so well up there right now. I mean, it's in a trading range, so we got to see what happens with this trading range here. But it very well, I mean, I think it's probably more likely to come back, but I mean, could go either way here because it's pretty comfortable up there. It hasn't really, you know, spiked off of the high there, so that's a good setup to watch too. And this NTNX is crazy. Like, it's probably one of my favorite. It's been one of my favorite, cloud tech-based companies, and because they had a buyout offer, or they had like a rumor of a buyout offer like a year ago, and it just keeps chucking along. Like it hasn't really had any weakness um, for a long time. So I missed that one. Like maybe there's a pullback. I'll buy some long calls or something. But and CHPT has earnings this week. I think it's on Wednesday. Uh, I'll be watching that. I'll be watching those earnings, and not a whole lot else is new with my trades and stuff. And I went through some scans and didn't really see much. I was looking at copper prices, or looked like they're gonna run, with like commodities, but I think it could be easily be just range bound now. The Nokia is interesting on the short side. Uh, it just gapped down a lot, and I mean this downtrend's like pretty strong. Hasn't really had any strength for a long time, so it's looking pretty weak, and I might buy puts on that again. It seems like the Ericsson's, like it's basically separated from Ericsson. Ericsson's going up, so I think there's an opportunity there on the short side with Nokia. Edit's kind of interesting. Like it really looks like a bull triangle there. Like that could be a good trade if it breaks out again. But it's got all that resistance up there. But the pattern just looks like a nice little triangle. And I think that's about it, really. I haven't really checked the stuff in a while, but looks like uranium actually did pretty well today. Wow. Yeah, these uranium stocks were really strong. UEC. Yeah, my favorites. I've narrowed it down. Like my favorites were like the NXC and UAC now, and those are looking pretty good. Like the NXC is above a key level there. Yeah, so it's interesting. I haven't checked those in a while. Yeah, a lot of stuff's just ripping. Even the REITs and stuff. I mean KRE. Yeah, we can do the indices now. The KRE has got this uptrending channel it's been in. Like you see a bull flag there, and then that was a bull flag there, and you see it's just in this uptrend, and it's actually the momentum's so strong it just broke through the uptrend resistance level right there. So I think it's due a pullback really, and the IWM's looking kind of the same. I mean, it's above the upper Bollinger Band for sure now, too. And, of course, it looks like IWM a lot. And IWM just kissed right off of the upper resistance trend level. And yeah, that this triangle was amazing. Like I found that triangle right there, like when it was developing, and I wasn't trading, but it's that was a hell of a move, you know. Like it's almost trading like a stock. The way, you know, I don't know the last time I've seen the index do a triangle like that. Um, so I think it's probably more likely to pull back here because it's at that we're at that resistance line. But I mean, it's not long until it gets to that next level. I mean, they may take it to that next level, and then because it's got to rest at some point. But that's the next level right there, and then of course the highs is the next one. So I don't see why if this trend keeps up, it's going to hit the highs. Just in a nice uptrend. You see it trades well on these channels. So that's that one. And I guess we can look at the S&P because I haven't looked at that in a while myself. Yeah, it's kind of like tech. It's just got a. It's actually look a little better than tech though. Well, let's see. Yeah, see, there's that trend line that I drew. That's that long trend line that it's had all year since even last year, and it's really trying to reclaim that because that was the when it was uptrending, that was the channel that it kept holding and reclaiming. So yeah, it's just a key spot here. I mean, it's hard to read because it's just yeah, consolidating. But if it does anything like the tech's been doing, it's gonna pull back because I mean, tech pulled back with I think that was probably a lot had to do with Nvidia because Nvidia caught the highs too right there, you know, and then it pulled back. So I think the market's probably gonna just follow tech. It's probably the most likely way to go. And the other semis were kind of the same. Yeah, it's like the Qs. So the fact that tech's pulling back makes me think that yeah, the S&P is gonna pull back too. But yeah, it looks like it took out a level there too. But we'll see what it does. You know, like it's been some crazy price action on these indices, so I'm not I'm not surprised that I wouldn't be surprised if it starts to break out again. So, but I've just got the same kind of stuff. I've got these puts on the charging stocks and not a whole lot of trades, just the ones I talked about. And I'll just call it a wrap there.